All right, everybody. Oh, shit. What's going on? All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined by their hosts. We got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
Doing all right. That doesn't necessarily feel like a Friday here. We got the weekend coming up. Flyers are in a bit of a skid right now, so maybe that's affecting things. So I'm doing okay here. Hopefully doing better throughout the show.
Well, I'm preparing for what's going to be one hell of a weekend for me. I'm not going to be sleeping much. We got the women's final in the Australian Open coming up in a few hours, 5 hours exactly, and then we got the men's final tomorrow night, midnight. And we got full night of hockey on Saturday. And then we got the NFL divisional conference championships on Sunday. So, over under 10 and a half hours of sleep before you see me next on Monday's pod. If I even show up, and maybe it's just Joel Zombie. I'll be looking paler than usual, and maybe a bit hungry for something. But yeah, no, it's going to be a wild weekend for me. But yeah, I'm happy to both happy to enjoy it and happy to be on the other side of it once it ends, because old man needs his sleep.
I feel you on that one, buddy. I am finally done the week of hell. The week of hell has been absolutely horrible. I've worked so fucking much, and it's been like back and forth between midnights and day shifts. And now it's done. And then I realized that my girlfriend's birthday is on Tuesday, and I totally forgot that I booked it off work as well. So I'm off I'm not in work until fucking Wednesday night. I get to actually relax for like the next 4 days, man. So I am beyond stoked for that. Holy shit. I'm just going to do exactly what Joel said. I'm going to park my ass on the couch. I'm going to watch hockey for like 12 hours tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then just get geared up and ready to go for football on Sunday, because that's going to be an absolute blast. So I cannot wait for that. We got to get this goddamn show done, so I got nothing else I got to do, boys. Holy crap. I'm just kidding. All right, let's get going here. Everybody go check out the sports. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's how gassed I am right now, dude. My brain is mush. Everybody go check out the SGPN website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. We got a 14-game slate for hockey tomorrow on a Saturday, so that's going to be absolutely electric. Obviously, we're going to run through all of these games. What else is going on? There's a golf tournament that's wrapping up tomorrow as well. Basketball is doing its thing. Tennis, Jolie, what's going on with tennis? Everything going good?
Oh yeah, we had a huge upset. Maybe not a huge one, because Jannik Sinner's been playing so well, but he beat the GOAT, Novak Djokovic, and pretty cleanly too. Djokovic, I don't know, off day, maybe he's just getting old. But yeah, that was pretty much a beat down by Sinner. And that's good, because he's the guy back from the start of the tournament. So he's going to be going against Medvedev, Talon's guy. You bet him live there. That was nice for you. But he was involved in a 5-setter, so he's going to be gassed. He's already been involved in 3 or 4 of them this tournament. So hopefully he doesn't have the gas in the tank to go against my guy Jannik Sinner. Who's kind of like a Djokovic light in terms of how he plays. It's more cerebral and all that. And then the women's side, I have a 33-1 ticket on Jinxing Zhang. I've been talking about her for like the past 2 weeks.
You figure out her name yet? Is that
no? I pronounce it like 6 different ways. I know European names. I do not know Asian names. Yeah, but we'll call her Zhang for now. But unfortunately, I can't hedge at all. She's going to be a big dog, or she is a big dog. Sabalenka is $6 favorite. So I'm just going to have to ride her out and hope for a miracle. Maybe she goes up early and I can get off of some of it live. But other than that, it's looking like I'm just hoping for a miracle on that front. But yeah, that's coming up in about 5 hours. So hopefully the little Asian girl wins.
Well, I hope you can ride the little Asian girl and get off as well. So best of luck to you, my friend. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. You can find all the information at the SGPN website. Go check it out. Listen to the other shows, man. Everybody kills it. And be sure to check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's banging out weekly. Puts a lot of great work into that, man. So it's like I've been saying, dog days of the NHL when it comes to fantasy, so like hockey and stuff. That's a great way to get a little leg up for everything going on. So be sure to check those out. And of course, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, man. Very active it's always active, but very even more active, I guess, if you will. Everybody's having a good time though. We're posting bets, posting winners, talking, there's always stuff going on in the world of hockey, and that's the place. We had a couple new people. I don't know about you, Ryan. My Twitter, I've been getting people saying, hey, how do we get in the Discord? Give me a link and stuff like that. So it's good to see everybody actually, taking us up on that. The Discord's awesome, man. So that's all our friends and pals in there. If you're not in there, you're not making money. Also, reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Our social media assistant producer will get you going as well. He'll do all the things you got to do to get you in the Discord. Or what you can do is just go to an Asian brothel or something like that. You find our Jolie just trying to get all up and doing his thing, you know. And when you see him in there, you can be like, "Hey, Jolie, I know you're clearly got your hands full a little bit here, but yes, kind of to tell me how to get into the Discord, and he'll be sure to take a little pause, I suppose, and help you out."
All right. Make sure you're also subscribed on YouTube. Search for the Hockey Gambling Podcast there. Trying out throwing up some YouTube shorts. Had some anytime goal scorer bets on Thursday. So let me know what you guys want to see up there for the short form stuff. We'll hopefully do some more props and whatnot. Get some fun stuff up there. Also, make sure you're subscribed where you listen to your podcast, Apple or Spotify. Leave us a 5-star rating and review, and I will read it at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm. And with those YouTube shorts, man, like anything you want. I'll do a full spread if you want. Just say the good word, man. That's it. You know, we're here for you. All right, we're gonna go into our lock dogs and totals from last show. I believe these games were what are they? 2 days ago? So Thursday. So yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Dude, I know I said it already, but I'm so mushed. But whatever. Thursday, whatever the date is, the 25th, I guess. Jolie went 2-1, up 1.95 units. Ryan went 1-2, down 0.62 units. I went 1-2, down 1.35 units here. Jolie, kick us off, buddy.
Sure. I had the Predators money line against the Wilds, even money. They were down 1-0 in the second. Pretty even game to that point. And then there were 2 quick goals in the third period. Predators held on to win this one. Pretty even game. So, relatively happy with that one. Devils money line. Not so happy with this one. Plus 130 against the Hurricanes. I was figuring the Hurricanes coming off a big win against Boston would be a bit of a letdown spot against a hungry Devils team, but no, Devils didn't show up for the first 2 periods. They were down 3-0. Finally showed up in the third. You know, when the Hurricanes are getting weary on those tired legs, but it wasn't enough. Too little, too late. 3-2 final and total. Blackhawks Oilers under 6.5 -105. This should have been the lock. Best bet of the night, I think. 3-0 Oilers win, and it was never going to go over. Blackhawks just can't score. I should have done the Blackhawks team total under 1.5 at much better odds, but whatever. I'll take this. Blackhawks, their offense sucks, and Oilers defense is looking like the best in the league right now. So easy one there. Even Calvert Pickard got a shutout, so didn't even need Stuart Skinner. I was kind of a little bit worried. I wanted Skinner in net for this under, but it didn't matter. Captain Picard did the job.
For myself, my lock was the Lightning regulation, -145 against the Coyotes there. First period was close, then they pulled away for a 6-3 win, so that was an easy win there. My dog were my Flyers, +110 at Detroit. It was just one of those games. It was the puck did not bounce their way. They got goalied by Alex Lyon in a revenge shutout there. Outshot him, outchanced them, but just could not get past them in a 3-0 loss. Then my total had the Habs team total under 2.5 +105. And as I was so quickly reminded in the Discord, I think this one lost at 7:21 on a 7:05 puck drop. So I had 20 minutes of life there for my total.
Oh, tough go. For myself, dude, I loved all of my picks going into this game, and I really thought I got shafted. My lock, I had New York Islanders money line -155 versus Montreal. Patrick Waugh return game. Obviously that's a big deal. Montreal just showed up out the gate, like Ryan just said, went up 3-0. Then it was a battle back for the Islanders. They did battle back though. Christ, they tied it to 3-3, and there was obviously the big 5-minute major to Gallagher or whatever. So that kind of helped the Islanders. I think they scored twice on that power play. But then of course, who else? I get fucked in the ass by none other than Pierre Engvall. Guy's been fucking me when I had Marley season tickets. He fucked me as a Leaf, and might as well just bend me over the table here with just a terrible, one of the worst turnovers I've seen in a long time. Off the boards and out. This is what I've been preaching. Off the boards and out. Probably would have had a 2-on-1. That's all he had to do. But he tried to make a little bonehead move at the fucking blue line, clearing the puck, and turns it over. Monahan ends up putting the biscuit in the basket with 2 minutes left or something for Montreal. So way to go, Pierre. And then my dog, Nashville in regulation plus 165 versus Minnesota. That hit for me. I think it was a 3-2 final or something like that. Tight game, close game.
Almost
got
as
it
though
done.
it was my lock. I just finished
know.
talking about it. Wow.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, you know what? I'm going to talk about this one that you already talked about too. I'm going to talk about the New Jersey, Carolina.
You're talking as if you didn't know what happened. I think it was
over 6.5. I think it was a 3-2 final, minus 115. I was just praying for a New Jersey tie-up goal in the third period there to kind of push my over for me, but it
was 3-1. The Devils scored with like 2 seconds left. So
yeah, well,
you're
right.
Luck.
Either way, we're pooched, but that's it. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, and sometimes you just don't give a fuck, baby. So you be the judge as to what happened.
That Islanders bet, I think, was the right side, though. They were the much better team than the Canadians. Yeah. But how about the reception that Patrick Waugh got from Montreal? That was like, a warrior coming back from the war, and they fucking love the guy, and I love to see that.
Rightfully so, man. I remember there's a lot of people saying that before St. Louis got the job that they wanted Patrick Waugh, because he was just coaching right down the street with the Quebec Ramparts, the Q, before that happened. So, yeah, but either way, it's good to see. Obviously that was a mended relationship for a long time, and they've been on good terms for a while now. But it's always good to see the Montreal faithful giving some love to our boy Patty Waugh.
All right. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, who has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. No matter the sport, simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100 times your money with some spicy plays. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. And when you sign up with the promo code HGP, Underdog will double your first deposit of up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code HGP.
All right, gentlemen, we got an absolutely massive 14-game slate set for Saturday, January 27th. Boys, you ready to just rock right into this or what?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. Kick things off. First game on the docket is at 12:37 p.m. We got a noon game. Absolutely love that. We got the Boston Bruins against the Philadelphia Flyers. Game itself is in Philly here. Bruins on the money line at minus 166. Flyers on the money line at plus 140. The over-under is at 6. Over paying off minus 105. The under minus 125. Mr. Gilbert, what's the prediction for your Flyers here? What are they going to do against the big bad Bruins?
Yeah, it's not looking good here in Philadelphia. They lost 4 in a row now, all 4 in regulation for the first time this season. Underdogs here against Boston. They will be honoring Mark Recchi before the game and the Flyers Hall of Fame being inducted there. So maybe they'll get some juice off of that. But I don't know. Boston here seems like the play at minus 166. They got outplayed in Ottawa, but still found a way to win on the second half of a back-to-back there. They've won 6 of their past 7 games. Only loss was to Carolina, who they played decently. And the Flyers just tend to play poorly against Boston. They got swept last year, especially in afternoon games. Just over the past decade or so, there's always something happens in the afternoon game. Either just Pasternak goes off, or there's a late goal in the third period that screws them. So I'm not liking the vibes around the Flyers right now, especially at home. They're not good at home, 11-11-2. So give me the Bruins here, minus 166. Then I probably would lean to the under 6 here, minus 125. Don't necessarily see too many goals. Could see the Bruins going back to their underways here.
Yeah, not liking the way the Flyers are playing lately, but it's understandable. Before the Carter Hart news, you were wondering what's going on with the Flyers, but now it kind of all makes sense. The last game when they got shut out by the Red Wings was probably the worst game that I've seen of the Flyers this season. And I'd like to back the Flyers here to respond. They're well coached and all that, but given all the stuff off the ice, it makes me shy away. So I'm not playing the side, and I'm probably not playing the total either. You mentioned the matinee games, like the Bruins are always playing in these Saturday noon spots, around this time anyway. And they're always good at them. They're accustomed to waking up early for these games, and it means something. So it's total stay away for the total. I don't know. Give me the under if it's Swayman playing. That like every game that Swayman plays, it just goes under because he's playing out of his mind. Like Ryan mentioned, Sens were the better team in that one, but Swayman was even better. So yeah, that's why that game went under too. So lean to the under, but I got really nothing more to say about this one.
Yeah, I'm a bit more heavy on one side here. I really like Boston in this game at a minus 166. Joel, you brought up a really good point there. The Bruins do tend to play a lot of these afternoon games. It seems to work out a little bit here, and they have success with them. So keep that in the back of your mind. Also, this Bruins team is so sick, dude. Like even on the road, 14-5-6 record. Philly's been normal at home, 11-11-2, below 500. They've done a lot of their damage on the road. That 4-game losing streak's a bit of a kick in the pills. And you know what, Mark Recchi, yeah, obviously noted longtime Flyer, also had a couple years with the Bruins, baby. So there's a little something going under there. But yeah, give me the Bruins minus 166 here, over under in this game. Ryan, has Urson looked good in the past couple of games, or what's up with that?
Yeah, he hasn't looked worse. It's just the defense in front of him not playing as well, and some bad bounces last game too.
That'll happen. Yeah, I'll lean a bit towards the under 6 minus 125. I don't love it, but I mean, gun to your head, you gotta pick a total. I would take the under. All right, heading out to the 2 p.m. time slot. We got the Washington Capitals against the Dallas Stars. Game itself is in Dallas here. Washington on the money line at plus 190. Dallas on the money line at minus 230. Stars on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at plus 105. The over-unders at 6. Over paying off minus 130. The under plus 110 here. Hiskinen's back, fully back. He played the other night for Dallas, so that's good news for them. I think this is like maybe one of the first times all year that they're pretty much fully healthy with Ottinger back, Heiskanen, so that's good to see. Yeah, I like Dallas. I hate minus 230. I don't even know if I like him enough for regulation, though. This one's a bit of a toughie. We saw these teams play in the beginning of December. It was a close matchup. It was a 5-4 final here. I'm going to lean towards Dallas. Maybe I'll take him in regulation. I guess that's the best way to do it here. I also do like the over in this game. I know Ottinger's been decent since returning here. And Charlie Lindgren is back as well for the Caps. But I think we're going to see these teams buzzing around, flying a little bit. Washington's on a 3-game losing streak here. But Dallas is third in the league for goal scoring, man. So it doesn't really seem like it, but they're finding ways to put the biscuit in the basket. So give me the over. Give me the Stars in regulation.
Yeah, I love the Stars here. I'm going to take the Stars in the puck line plus 105. Washington having a bad road trip here at St. Louis, lost 3-0. At Minnesota, lost 5-3. At Colorado on a back-to-back, lost 6-2 there. So not really in any of those games, I guess maybe besides St. Louis. Like you said, Dallas is now back healthy. Heiskanen there. Ottinger's back playing decently well. They had to grind it out against the Ducks. They outshot them 44-21, but it went to overtime and a 4-3 win. That was their first game back from a road trip, though. So I think now, they've been at home for a few days. They're able to, they're not going to take the Capitals too lightly, and the Capitals are frauds compared to what their record shows. So like the Stars here on the puck line, Capitals have tended to lose by at least 2 goals over the past few weeks. So I like that at plus 105. For the total, maybe a slight lean to the over, but much stronger play on the Stars puck line.
I'm kind of going the other way than you guys. I haven't really liked the Capitals at all this year, but this line is just too high for the way the Stars are playing these days. Like their defense, even getting Heiskanen back, didn't really help them against the Ducks, who put up 4 on them, and they are not exactly known for their goal scoring prowess. So yeah, Stars defense is a major weak link. I do like the Capitals here. If you can find 2-1 or better. I really like the Capitals in to win a close one. And I like the under. I usually like the over in these Stars games because they don't have that defense and they're often playing catch up, so that they do have to get on their horse and score some goals. And their goaltending has been shit, but Ottinger, since he's been back, he's been okay. So you don't have to rely on Wedgwood. So yeah, I like the under and the Capitals here. I think they're fairly correlated as well. I think if you like the Stars, then you guys are right. Then the over would be the play. But no, I'm going the other way. Charlie Lindgren has been one of the better goalies in the league, so I'm hoping he can backstop the Capitals to a 3-2 win here.
I'm still not convinced in Washington's goaltending, man. Like, I'm sorry, Kemper and Lindgren. Like, I know Lindgren's been good. You're right. He has had a solid season. Kemper's had a tough go, man. I think he's locked in for another couple of years too. I might be wrong, but scary. All right, moving to the 4 p.m. time slot here. We have the Nashville Predators against the red-hot Edmonton Oilers. Game itself is in Edmonton here. Nashville on the money line sitting at plus 170. Oilers on the money line at minus 205. Oilers on the puck line at -1.5, sitting at +114. The over-unders at 6.5. Over paying off -108. The under -112. Boys, these Oilers are on a 15-game winning streak. They're pushing for the longest winning streak in NHL history. I believe the number is at 17, held by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, this is the first game that one Corey Perry will be suiting up for the Edmonton Oilers. It has been confirmed that he will be playing this game. I heard some people say, just sit them out until they lose, because you don't want to be like your first game playing for the team is when you get absolutely dusted and break the losing streak. You can't be thinking like that. Obviously, he's going to play. I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know. This is a toughie, dude. Like, the Preds have been fine. Like, they're sitting a 4th in the Central. Obviously, they're in a battle for a playoff spot out there in the West. I think they currently hold one of the wild card seats here. I don't know if this should be -205. Maybe it should. I guess that's fine. But the Preds have been a decent team on the road, dude. They're 13-9-1. Edmonton's been absolutely lights out at home. So I guess I see where the numbers are coming from here. I kind of like Nashville on the Cowgirl at +1.5, -135 here. I think they can keep it close. I think Edmonton's going to win the game. I don't love it at 205. Regulations kind of meh. I can see it being a little bit of a sweat here for the Oilers, man. You know, a little morning game for them. Maybe they get some overtime and still get the job done. We're going to take the Preds +1.5 over under this game. I'm going to lead towards the under, because if that is to happen, Saros is going to have to stand on his fucking head. And keep in mind, the Oilers give up a shitload of shots, but Stuart Skinner has been playing absolutely lights out in this whole streak here for the Oilers. So I'm going to lean towards the under 6.5, -112. Preds on the Cowgirl. Both goalies over 29.5 saves. My favorite play. I think it'll come through in this one.
Yeah, I think these lines are both a little bit too high. The total's too high, and I think the Oilers at -205 is too high here. I love the under 6.5 at -112. Saros has been playing a lot better. Edmonton's playing great in net, whether it's Skinner or Pickard against the Blackhawks there. But yeah, this is a classic under game here. I think under 6.5. 9 straight unders for the Oilers. They've allowed 2 goals or fewer in 13 of their last 13 of the 15-game win streak here. And yeah, Nashville has been a fine hockey team. They're a team on the playoff bubble. They're a team that has the pieces to maybe make a playoff run if Saros can, get hot and their top line can keep going. So I like Nashville here +170. I don't mind that +1.5 at -135. It could very well be a overtime game or just a 3-2, 2-1 type of win for the Oilers, playing a lot of low scoring hockey recently. So like Nashville here, I'll say sprinkle money line +170, but a much stronger play on the under 6.5 at -112.
As I mentioned in the Discord, Ken Barkley off of You Better You Bet has started doing the NHL Awards series now that the NFL season is pretty much over, and he's in the exact same position I am. We've got all these great bets and all these coaches for the Jack Adams, but here comes the knob. If he wins the 18 straight games and gets the NHL record for most wins in a season, I mean, it's not a real award, because back in the day, of course, they had ties and whatever. But whatever, the Edmonton Oilers have had a few ties in this stretch, but voters aren't going to care about that. So he could get a lot of love if he gets to 18 straight, and that would not be good. So yeah, that's just something to keep an eye on. But regardless of that, I like the Predators to win this game anyway. At this number, +170 or better, you can still find it. I think that they're a feisty team. And teams are going to be looking to break this streak. They don't want to be part of the Oilers making this history, so they're going to be up for this game. Oilers maybe a little bit nervous. They've gotten away with it with a few, more than a few sloppy games during the stretch. So I think that they are due for a loss in one of these close ones. But yeah, totally with you guys on the under. Oilers unders. We've been on that early on. It's been very nice to us, so we can keep that going. Yeah, Predators have also been more of an under team lately too. So, yeah, under 6.5. I don't think that's remotely near the right number. So, yeah, played that and played the Predators money line.
Okay, so obviously this is asking a hell of a lot. If Stuart Skinner manages to keep this going for the rest of the year,
get the fuck out of here.
Is it out of play for the Vezina? Like, now is the time to get in. No?
Yeah, he's got a remote chance, a very small
Right?
chance. But
And those all now, if he'd have to obviously keep it going, but say he does, this is the time to kind of get in, man. So I don't know, just keep that in mind. You can probably find a decent odds. I'm not looking at the odds, so I don't know what they're sitting at. But.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up what that is right now because he already has a lot of wins. He's up there with those guys. Save percentage is only 908, so it's not too great.
That would have
But
to improve. For
I'm
sure.
seeing 100 to 1 here, so that's
There you go.
I'd say there's a 1% chance, if not better, maybe even a 2% chance. So you got some plus EV there.
Throw down
you never
$10.
lose a lot of money betting 100 to 1, so I'm not gonna scare anyone off with that. But if don't play anything like 51 or lower, definitely.
A lot of things have to go right, and a lot of things have to go wrong for Hellebuck and Demko as well.
He's the same price as Joseph Wall, Andrew Vasilevsky, Binnington, Georgiev, Gibson, Alex Lyon, and Carter Hart. So there's worse bets out there.
Yeah, Carter Hart is
I was just saying,
the worst of
all. All right, we'll keep it moving here. Sorry, Gilbert. Moving down to the 4 p.m. time slot. We got what a shit game. We got the Buffalo Sabres against the San Jose Sharks. Game itself is in San Jose. Buffalo on the money line sitting at minus 185. San Jose on the money line at plus 154. Over under sitting at 6. Over paying off minus 122. The under plus 102. Holy shit. Look at these goalies expected to play. Confirmed, we got Capo Kakinen, and expected we got Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. So a couple stick handles there.
War.
I know. What I will say, though, is that Capo Kakinen is fucking awful. So I really like the Sabres just based off that at minus 185. I think they're 6-4 in their past 10 games. Haven't been a great road team. Haven't been a great home team either. But the Sharks are terrible. Although the Sharks are on a 3-game winning streak here, man. So give some credit where credit's due, I suppose. With that being said, I think the Sabres can get the job done here at minus 185. I won't be betting this. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. But if you're looking for a play, that's it. Over under in this game. Neither team can score. Neither team can really get a save. Numbers at 6. Fuck it. Give me the over. Let's just hope for some fun. See a little bit of a barn burner here. Let's get some goals going on. Give me the over 6. Give me the Sabres, baby.
Yeah, I thought you were going with the Kakinen, Luukkonen goals are going in game, but I mean this is more of an under game here. I would lean that way, under 6 plus 102. Both teams trend heavily to the under this season, 27-19-2 and 26-19-3. So pretty good there. But yeah, the Sharks got Logan Couture, their captain, back, and now they've won 3 straight, 3 games they probably shouldn't have won. If you look at the shot totals there. So I do like Buffalo here. Buffalo probably on the puck line once you get to this price, plus 130 or better. Minus 192 is a little bit too high right now for them. The Sharks won 3 in a row, but they shouldn't have won them. So I think Buffalo maybe making a little bit of a push here. Good win in LA. So give me them on the puck line and a lean to the under.
Sharks are playing better, but of course they are not a good team, even with Logan Couture in. So yeah, anything under $2, unless it's the Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, or like maybe the Canadians or the Ducks. Sabres are better than all those teams, so I think that they should be a little bit more heavily favored. So I can only go that way. Maybe not a big bet. Do the regulation, whatever, or the minus 1.5, because when the Sharks play bad, they just play terribly. That's the way I would go. Just take the plus 130. Small bet on that. And I kind of like the over 6. Now, Kakinen has actually been playing pretty well lately. He's been better than Blackwood, that's for sure, since the start of the year. Blackwood he was the only good Shark for about 3 weeks, and then he fell off. And Kakinen, he's been actually pretty decent so far this year in 2024, year of our Lord. So give me the over 6 and give me the Sabres to win here by 2 goals plus.
All right, moving down here to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Winnipeg Jets. Game itself is in Winnipeg here. Leafs on the money line sitting at plus 114. Jets on the money line minus 135. The over-under's at 6. Over paying off minus 120. The under plus 100. Rye guy. We just saw this game a few days ago. A little bit different with the personnel in the lineup here. What are your thoughts on Leafs versus Jets?
Yeah, did not expect the Leafs game to come to me here, but we saw this the other night here in Toronto. They won 1-0 in overtime. I think that was an Austin Matthews goal because, of course, he scored. I saw some of the comments from Samsonov after the game saying, the ovations like almost made him cry or whatever. So he's clearly feeling against Winnipeg, like you said. Winnipeg is probably little bit healthier now for this game. A few Morrissey and Velarde are questionable. Shifley looks like he's going to be out. Bertuzzi out for the Leafs here. But yeah, I think the under here would be the play again. Under 6 plus 100. We've been riding those with Winnipeg. They've all gone 6 goals or fewer in I don't even know how many straight games now. And yeah, I don't think there's going to be 7 goals after they only had 1 goal in overtime in the last meeting. It's always scary, but betting the Leafs under. But I think it's worth it here. Under 6 plus 100. Then I might lean to the Leafs as a dog here as well. Is slightly in there, but a better play on the under.
Yeah, I definitely like the Jets here. It was a close game there in Toronto. You got like the best game of Samsonov's season so far in that shutout win. Was that the first shutout of the year for the Leafs? It might have been.
No, Sammy has 2 on the season. I think
Martin Jones
has a couple, and I think
Martin
Wolf
Jones
has 1 or 2.
Show some respect to Leafs goaltending, Joel. Come on.
It's actually, you can't say it's been good, but
I'll go bet Martin Jones 25-1 to win the Vezina.
Don't.
If he keeps it up.
He's no Carter Hart. I'll give him that.
So give me the Jets here. I think they're a better team. I think they're the best defensive team in the league. And Kyle Connor's back. He doesn't exactly, he's playing more of the system game, like instead of like the last few years where he's just flying off on his own. And earlier this year, actually, too, he had a great start, but I don't think he's scored since he's come back. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Give me the Jets, and more importantly, give me the under. I love the under. It'll be something similar to the first game. Probably not a 1-0 win. We don't see too many of those, but I think we can get a low scoring game for sure. It's hard to imagine 7 goals in a Jets game the way they play. I don't know when the last time that's happened, but it's been a long ass time. So I like the Jets, but I love the under even more, especially with how well Samsonov has been playing. How's that respect for you?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think this is going to be an extremely different game than what we saw the other night in Toronto here, man. Like, there were definitely some missing pieces. Obviously, Larry Brossoit was in net. Hellebuck's going to be a net for this game, so obviously that could be an improvement. Brossoit played fucking unbelievable, though. Gabriel Velarde missed that game. He's expected to return. Josh Morrissey left early in the first period after taking a puck to the balls. He's healthy and expected to return for this one. I think everything in this game is going to be complete opposite. I think this game is going to go over. We're going to see lots of goals. We're going to see Sammy let in a couple stinkers. Hellebuck, might get scored on a couple times here. I think the Jets are going to win this game. I really hope not. But heading into the All-Star game for the Leafs, they want to kind of show up here. So they're going to be running and gunning. They want to get this power play going, man. That's been a main focal point as of late. They're 1 for 20 in their past 20, which is just absolutely unheard of with the amount of talent they have on that top unit. Joel and I were talking about this before we started recording. Keith benched the entire power play unit twice in this game against Winnipeg. Said, fuck it, you guys aren't even going out there. They didn't even play like the last 20 seconds or anything. Now, keep in mind, too, Callie Yarncroke, my boy, took a puck off the hand in practice today and was caught walking off the ice in a lot of pain and frustration. So he's probably listed as questionable for this game. Whether he plays or not, we will have to see. So that, I know it doesn't sound like much, but you guys have heard me talk about this player. That's a big loss for this team. He kind of plays up and down throughout the lineup, especially with the way that Keith kind of blends the lines here during the game. So, give me the Jets. Give me the over. Give me the Leafs in my heart. I'm still going to bet the Leafs, but you should bet the Jets.
All right. We are brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and available in 40 states. Peer-to-peer social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes, plus tons of fun social features that give it the feel of a betting social network like group chats, betting leaderboards, head-to-head history, user profiles, fan groups, and more. Cut offers lower, vague, and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets. Cut also handles the payment side of things, so you never have to chase down anyone for money. You'll also get cash back every single time you bet against anybody there with their reward system. Cut is the peer-to-peer social betting platform that's U.S.-based and legal in 40 states. Head to cut.com, that's KUTT.com, and use promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. And win bigger by betting smarter this season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every bet with historical stats and data. You can enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. So stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets and the SGPN merch store. 15% off everything in the store now till the end of the month. That's on Wednesday, the 31st. Using promo code PLAYOFFS. We're competing against other shows for a bonus, so make sure you go check out the new Hockey Gun Podcast shirts, hoodies, hats, and more.
Buy some of our shit. They look good. All right, 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the Arizona State University Coyotes against the Carolina Hurricanes. Game itself is in Carolina here. Arizona on the money line at plus 205. Carolina on the money line at minus 250. Canes on the puck line minus 1.5, sitting at plus 100. The over-unders at 6. Over paying off minus 125. The under plus 105 here. This is a game I really want the Yotes to win. I don't think they're going to do it, though. Carolina's been playing some damn good hockey as of late here, sitting at second in the Metro. 7-2-1 in their past 10 games, which is absolutely sweet. The one thing that worries me is that Antti Raanta just sucks. 11-7-2 record, which is good, but a 3.14 goals against average, a .869 save percentage here. Those are tough, man, especially when you take into consideration that the Canes are first in the league when it comes to shots on goal allowed per game. So they're averaging 25.3 shots on goal per game, which is absolutely incredible. And Antti Raanta has an 8.69 save percentage and a 3.14 goals against average. That's just unacceptable, horrendous. With that being said, Coyotes don't generate a lot of shots either, and they don't really score a lot of goals, man. So I'm leaning towards the Canes here, maybe in regulation. If Ingram's playing, it's a bit of a toughie, I guess. But if they're playing Vajmilk in this game, which I don't see why they would be, but if you fucking look through and you see that crazy motherfucker getting in between these pipes here, you hammer Carolina every which way possible. Team total over. You take the game over. You take the Canes on the puck line, Canes in regulation, and Canes money line, because Karl Vajmelka has not been a great goalie this year. And that sucks because he's our boy. But even if it is Ingram, though, I'm going to be on the Canes probably in regulation.
Yeah, this is a tough game to bet here. I don't really have any strong feelings. Canes back at home here for their second straight game. Beat the Devils on Thursday night, the night after winning in Boston. 2 games they probably should have won at least one of them. They got 2 wins there. Arizona also going to be their third game in 4 nights. They're running through that gauntlet at Florida, at Tampa, lost 6-2, 6-3. Now going into Carolina. So you want to take Carolina, maybe Carolina puck line, but that's still minus 102. And as Talon said, you can't really trust the Antti Raanta here, even with Carolina not allowing a lot of shots. So maybe look for some Arizona shots on goal under team props, and Carolina shots on goal over, but no strong play for the side. Maybe a lean to the over 6 at minus 125, but Carolina's gone under in back-to-back games. So it's going to be a pass game for me.
No, I kind of lean to the Coyotes here. Last game of this road trip, but it's been a toughie. And getting blown out in both Florida games, Lightning and the Panthers, of course. And coming back up here to Raleigh, Hurricanes, they're looking ahead to the vacation. The good teams are looking ahead. Like the Hurricanes, what are they on top of the division yet? If maybe in points percentage,
hopefully soon.
Yeah, I think they should be favored for sure. Good job. The Coyotes are a feisty team as dogs, even on the road. Like plus 205. I think that's just too much on the take back. So give me Coyotes, whatever. But we need, like Talon said, we need Ingram and net. If it's Vajmilk, just bail. Just scoop the water out of the boat. Take the money back from your account. Cash out. Yeah. But, another thing too is that the Hurricanes, with how many shots they take, Ingram is the kind of goalie that gains confidence the more shots he faces. So I think that he can absorb so many shots and he just gets better as the game goes on. I've seen that firsthand when in the Predators Avalanche series a couple years ago, when the Avalanche just peppered like 50 shots and he finally let one in. It's going to be something like that at his best anyway. So I could see something like that happening. So Yeah, lean to the under 6 because the Hurricanes are definitely looking more like themselves defensively of the past few years. So lean to the under 6, lean to the Coyotes, but we need Ingram to place any bets.
Something else I forgot to bring up that I wanted to touch on here. I'm going to be looking for power play points here for Carolina. Power plays third best in the league, firing at a 27.7% rate. And the Coyotes are third last in the league for penalty minutes against per game, averaging 12.7 penalty minutes per game. So Canes can probably fucking take advantage of that.
Apparently, Chekhov might be back for tomorrow. He was activated from IR. So
but is he better? He hasn't been great either.
I'm not necessarily saying that's better. It's better or worse.
What's the point of playing him now? Just wait till the All-Star break is over.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me. You're right.
I don't know why they activated him.
Dude, this Carolina team, like, they got to get a fucking goalie at the deadline, bro. Like, Fleury to Carolina, like, they need someone that can stop pucks in the playoffs for this team because it's ugly. And, you know, from the sounds of it, Freddie Anderson's done for the year. So I don't know, man. They could waste their entire season unless they figure the shit out in between the pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We have the New York Rangers against the Canada Senators. Game itself is in the shittiest goddamn city in the entire country, borderline all of North America. Actually, it's not because it's in Canada because the team doesn't even fucking play in the city they're from. But anyways, game itself is supposed to be in Ottawa. Rangers on the money line sitting at -130. Sens on the money line at +110. Over under sitting at 6.5. Overpaying off -135. The under +114 here. Rangers are on the second night of a back-to-back. They were playing the Vegas Golden Knights today. That game itself was in New York. They got the doors blown off them 5-2. Actually, I didn't watch the game, so I didn't know if they actually looked bad or if they just, let in goals or something. But Shesterkin played that game. I imagine we'll see Jonathan Quick in this game against Ottawa here. Quick's actually, I don't think you can't really say he's been the better goalie of the two, but I don't know.
This year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, I guess. He's been, it's just tough to say.
He's been worse recently, though. He's been worse recently.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, either way, so you'll probably see Quick in this game here, man. Shit, dude, I don't know. I can't get behind the Sens. The Sens have been doing fine. They're a better team at home, I will say, than they are on the road, so I'll give them some credit for that here. But you know what? The Rangers got to get their shit together, and they got to get their shit together heading into the All-Star break. Let's face it, you're playing the fucking last team in the Atlantic here, and you're first in the Metropolitan. I know you're on the second night of a back-to-back. I know you've been playing shit hockey as of late, but there's too much talent on this team for it to just be this bad. So I'm going to look on, your big dogs got to be the ones that get you this win for you. You need Zibanejad to show up. You need Kreider to show up. You need Fox to show up. You need Panarin to show up here. So I'm going to take the Rangers in this game, -130 against the dog shit Ottawa Senators. Over under in this game. I'm going to lean towards the under here. I know all things are pointing towards there being a lot of goals in this game. The second night of a back-to-back, both teams with offensive firepower, both teams playing, kind of shit defensively as of late. Goaltending been suspect. But I just think, that this is going to be one of those games that just kind of passes by. There's a lot of individual talent on here. It's going to be very fast-paced back and forth. Maybe we won't see a lot of whistles. It's like when a team in football, utilizes the run more often, and it just burns the clock. So maybe there'll be so much time running that you won't have a chance to score 7 goals in this fucking game. So give me the under 6.5 +114. Give me the Rangers -130.
Yeah, I'm going with the Sens here. I've been impressed with how they played recently. They're 3-0-2 in their last 5 games. Overtime losses were against Winnipeg and Boston, 2 of the best teams in the league, and they outshot both of them. So they've been outshooting teams a lot recently. Over the past 10 games, they have the 6th best expected goals $4. Rangers have been playing well as well. They have the 8th best up there, but Rangers here on the back-to-back with travel across the borders. That's a decent amount of travel, while Ottawa has been waiting at home after brewing after Thursday night's overtime loss in a game they should have won against Boston. So I like the Sens here as home dogs +105. Probably a slightly into the over 6.5 at -115, but I'm not going to bet that. Just going to bet the Sens +105.
I agree with everything Ryan said about the Senators. We can move on.
Okay. What did he say? I wasn't really listening. Did you chirp him?
No, they've been playing better. They've been playing good.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We have the New Jersey Devils against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa Bay here. New Jersey on the money line sitting at plus 130. Bolts on the money line at minus 155. Over-unders at 6.5. Over paying off minus 125. The under plus 105. Mr. Meyer, we're going to go to you on this one, buddy. What do you think we're going to see Tampa Bay versus New Jersey?
Yeah, of course. One team. Yeah, teams going in two different directions, almost like two ships passing each other in the night, which is kind of like what we said last year about these teams. Except they were the ships going in other directions. But now we're going back to the way of the way the past 10 years with the suck shitty Devils and the awesome Lightning. Lightning have won 6 of the past 7, something like that. They're playing great hockey finally, consistently. Throughout the season, they would put up good games, and they'd play like shit next 2 games. Yeah, at home, Lightning, they're just a much better team. I like them quite a bit here. Devils just they're lifeless without Hughes and Siegenthaler and Hamilton and all these others, and their goaltending is still shit. Nuka Das has been a little bit better. Vanacek has played a little bit better lately, but it's still not good enough to back them against the mighty Vasilevsky. And yeah, Kucherov is on another level right now. Probably second or third in terms of the Hart voting at the moment. But yeah, give me the Lightning all day long, even at minus 155. And the over 2. I know I just praised Vasilevsky, but still, it's the Devils. They're going to find a couple goals, even without a couple of their key guys. So yeah, give me the Lightning. Give me the over in this one.
Yeah, I agree with Joel there. Lightning minus 155. It would be my best bet here. They've been great recently. Won 2 straight. Won 7 of their past 8 of their past 10. So like they've been just playing better hockey. They've been really locking in, after the holiday break here. Vasilevsky is fully back. He's not necessarily a Vezina Trophy candidate, but he's allowed 3 goals or fewer now in 4 straight starts. Devils have had their goaltending issues. They have their defending issues. It looks like Dawes got pulled last game, which is not good for him against the Canes. I think that was. Devils been very up and down. So yeah, I love the Lightning here at home. Much better at home than on the road. And for a total, yeah, you got to go with the over in a Devils game, minus 125.
Doug, bedtime show. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking wiped right now, man. But I got a long way to stay up, so I'm gonna need some extra help along the way from some of my friends.
Good man, yo. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I absolutely love Tampa Bay in this game at minus 155 at home. Bolts are currently on a 6-game win streak at home, so they'll be looking to extend that to 7 here. And their home record shows it, dude, 16-5-3 on the year. Battling back, I think they're currently sitting 3rd in the Atlantic right now. So they're getting the job done. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and it's what we kind of anticipated, I guess, with this team when Vasilevsky is finally back, and Ryan touched on it. I think it's safe to say that even though he might not be at his full Vezina form, he's definitely back to where he needs to be for this team to have success. So I love Tampa minus 155. New Jersey banged up as shit. I'm just repeating everything you guys said because you guys fucking nailed it. Like, goaltending sucks for the Devils, so I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Except I'm going to lean a little bit towards the under here because I just got my fucking ass absolutely burnt by a Devils over, and I don't see this team scoring a lot on Vasilevsky here, and I don't know. I don't see Tampa putting in like fucking 6 goals themselves or something. So give me the Lightning. Give me the under.
Did want to mention I like Lightning futures right now. You can get 25 or 30 to 1 to win the cup. I think they're going to make the playoffs, and then they know how to win in the playoffs. So I feel like that's good odds right now.
Only thing that worries me is depth with this team, right? Like, Kucherov's having such a sick year. Obviously, he is too. But once you get past those first 1 or 2 lines, it's a little thin, and that's the problem they had when they lost to Colorado in the finals, right? Just Colorado out-depth the shit out of them.
They'll pull off some kind of trade or some kind of player going on IR or some bullshit.
They're going to trade 3 picks for Tanner Jeannot again?
Maybe.
They're too reliant on the power play, right? That's a regular season weapon. This year, they've just been sustained by the power play. And those are going to dry up in the when you get to game 4, 5, 6, 7 in the series, and you need to get that 5-5 play, and they've been not good 5-5. So that'd be my concern with the Lightning.
I agree. All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We got the Montreal Canadiens against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh here. Montreal on the money line sitting at plus 200. Penguins on the money line at minus 245. Penguins on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at plus 102. The over-unders at 6.5. Over paying off minus 105. The under minus 115 here. These Penguins got to get their shit together, man. They got a couple games on hand when it comes to the playoff race out there in the Eastern Conference here, more specifically the Metropolitan Division, but they currently are on a 3-game losing streak, which is terrible. They're not a great home team. They're not a great road team. They're kind of middle of the pack, and in such a tight, strong division, middle of the pack just isn't going to cut it. With that being said, they got to get this win over Montreal. I think they got to do it in outstanding fashion as well. Jake Allen has been confirmed for this game for the Habs here. 3.46 goals against average, .900 save percentage. Sam Montembeault's probably been the better goalie. He's actually put together a pretty respectable season playing on one of the bottom tier teams in the league here. So I think the Penguins have to take full advantage of that and capitalize offensively here, which they can do. You know, their numbers don't look great on the offense, but I think they're a little hamstruck here, man. The shooting percentage is at 27th in the league, sitting at 8.9%. I think with the talent that they have on this team, that should be higher up, and they should be able to get a couple here. Give me the Penguins on the puck line at plus 102. Over under in this game here. Shit, I'm going to lean towards the under. I just don't see the Habs scoring too much. Yes, they came out red hot against the Islanders at home here, but going on a road trip into Pittsburgh. And Crosby loves showing up to play against his favorite childhood team, right? So he'll have something to say about that as well. So give me the under. Give me the Penguins puck line.
Yeah, we got a back-to-back here for Pittsburgh. Nedeljkovic started tonight, so it'll be Jari tomorrow. Jari hasn't been great. 4 goals against Arizona, 3 goals against Vegas, last 2 starts. So, I don't have a strong play for this, but I would lean to the Canadians plus 195, or if you can get 2-1 or better, even better. I think they've surprised a lot of people. They figured they just find ways to win for no reason. They're not great in the underlying numbers. Penguins are top 5 in the past 10 games. Canadians are bottom 3, but they've both been around the same record, both winning 3 or 4 games. So I don't trust the Penguins as big favorites. So Canadians plus 195 with the Pens on a back-to-back.
Yeah, once again, we're going with another road dog. What can go wrong? Definitely shop around, get the best number you can. Sure, you can find something well north of $2 for the Habs here, 2-1. Penguins had their power play struggles continue to reappear. It looks like they were solved for a bit. But 1 for 8 today against the Panthers. Bobrovsky played out of his mind. He was excellent, but the Penguins just they can't finish right now. They're generating all these chances. Ryan mentioned the underlying numbers, all that, but it doesn't matter if you can't finish the chances you get. And right now, the top line is doing everything. I know Malkin scored the tying goal today, but really he's been terrible this year. Gensel and Crosby are really just carrying this team right now, and Jari too. Of course, he's been awesome, and I expect that he'll play with this one. I still like the Canadians though. Like on the back-to-back, Penguins playing like this, big number like that on a Saturday, and Habs been good on the road, plus 195. I think you gotta look that direction. And I agree with the under 6.5 until the Penguins start, finishing these chances. Their unders are cashing. Earlier on, I thought, this would be over team, right? We got Erik Karlsson, we got all these weapons, we got this elite power play, at least on paper, but it hasn't transpired. Plus, the goaltending has been a lot better than last year. Oh, Kraken scored. Let's go. And so under 6.5, and the Habs would be my looks in this one. Also, McKinnon, another assist on a Cale Makar goal. So looking good.
Nate Dog. Should know too, Brendan Gallagher, 5-game suspension for the old chicken wing the other night. I think he hit Pollock with that. What are your thoughts on that? Did you guys see that? Holy shit.
That was a bad one.
No?
Not surprised you got the maximum for the phone call. 5 games.
Yeah, I saw a brief and people complaining that he should have got more than 5 games, but I think this is a first-time offender, so that's why that's thrown in there. So I think 5 is probably about right.
It's probably doing the Habs a favor the way that Gallagher's playing the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's fair too. But when is the first-time offender ever stop Peros from fucking dinging somebody hard? That's bullshit.
It's all arbitrary, man.
Well, don't get me started. All right, moving down to the 7:30 p.m. time slot. We have the Florida Panthers against the New York Islanders here. Game itself is in New York, in the island. If you say on the island, suck my nuts. Florida on the money line sit at -135. Islanders on the money line at +114. The over/under is at 5.5. Over paying off -125. The under +105 here. Florida on the second night of the back-to-back. They beat Pittsburgh in a shootout tonight. That game itself was in Pittsburgh here, so they're going to be making the short trip to New York. I think it's a short trip, right, from Pittsburgh to New York, Ryan?
Yeah, relatively.
Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a toughie. I guess we're going to see who's Florida's backup. Stolars?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got decent numbers, decent goals against average. I think that's just because Florida's a sick team here. Yeah, shit. I don't know. I don't got a good read on this game, man. I guess, do you go with the hot coach? I guess the new coach kind of bump against the team on the second night of a back-to-back. If this was just a normal game, I'd be all over the Panthers here. Fuck it. I'm going to go with them. I'm going to be right up, just cards on the table here. I think the Panthers are winning the Stanley Cup this year. So I think they're going to win this game on a back-to-back -135. As far as over-under goes here, I'm going to lean towards the under. Florida is a good team when it comes to scoring goals. They're going to be a little bit tired here on a back-to-back, and the Islanders can't score to save their goddamn life. So give me the under 5.5. Give me Florida on the money line -135. Give me the Panthers to win the goddamn Stanley Cup too.
So on the screen, it's under 6 at -05. I like that a lot better.
Oh shit, the line must have moved.
That is a lot better. Yes, and I did get the under 6 at -105. Under 5.5 at plus money. Not quite as good when you.
Which was the
one on the screen is live. One on the screen is
one on the screen is live. Yeah,
so
under 6 -105.
They're fading Stolars.
I guess that'll be my best bet for this game here. With a lean to the Panthers at -135. I do think that they're built for the playoffs now after last year's player fund. I'm not going to quite go as far as Talon said with saying they're going to win the Stanley Cup. They're definitely up there as far as contenders are concerned. But the Isles can't score. The Panthers play pretty solid defense. I think they will here, especially on a back-to-back. So Panthers as a lean, but a stronger play on the under.
Yeah, I'm all over the Panthers in terms of their cup. I think they are maybe tied with Boston for the likeliest in the East to win it. So yeah, I'm definitely on Talon's side there. And for this game, I don't remember what he said, but I'm on the Isles here though.
Of course you're on the Isles.
Dose of your own medicine there. Yeah, I like the Isles. Yeah, of course I'm on the Isles. They played awesome last 2 games. They lost both close games. But they were the better teams in both against the Knights and the Habs. Yeah, they beat the Stars. That was like their worst game, and then that was their lucky result. And then Patrick Roy saw how shitty they were playing defensively, and immediately just made the right adjustments. And suddenly they're not allowing nearly as many shots as they were under Lane Lambert. And I think that continues here. Panthers coming off of an emotional shootout win against the Penguins, and then they do have to go up to New York City and play this feisty Isles team who are fighting for their playoff lives. Panthers. Yeah, they're better on the road than they used to be, but still not elite. So yeah, give me the Isles here as dogs, and the under 6. Even with Stoley, the goalie, he's been fine. He's been more than fine. So yeah, I like the Isles here. Yeah, we got Stolars, we got versus a Sorokin. So this is definitely maybe not a total goalie game, but maybe half of one. So yeah, give me the Isles and the under all the way, because Panthers unders, they've been great. Islanders overs have been great, but Patrick Roy, I think, is already got them figuring stuff out, and they're not nearly as sloppy as they have been in the past. So yeah, Isles and the under.
Yeah. Also, the Islanders 3 goals last game were all on the power play, and two on that major in the third.
How long until like Patrick Roy just picks up Pierre Engvall in his 7-year-long contract, stuffs him in a trash can, and like express mails that trash can back to the shark-infested water coastline of Sweden? Because I think this guy's going to just blow a gasket watching this loser play hockey. It's insane.
Isn't he a good two-way player?
No, Joel, he doesn't. This guy is built like a Greek god. If you see a picture of him like without a shirt on, he's fucking chiseled from stone, but he's a pussy. He won't go into the corners. He won't play physical. He's just a great zone entry skill. So Ryan, you'll probably love him actually, but
he tracks back though. That's what I mean, right? He does that kind of thing, right?
He's fast. He's got a hell of a lot of speed on him, so he can get back quickly, but no physicality to his game whatsoever.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Big neck. And he looks
That's also
weird.
why Ryan loves him.
Yeah, they're draft boys together, but he looks like I imagine how Ryan would look like if he was skating on ice, like really fast, but just really lanky. I don't know. Sorry, Gilbert.
I'll take it.
Bit of unnecessary shrapnel.
Kraken scored again. Kraken puck line is live.
Let's go, baby. All right, moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot. We got the Vegas Golden Knights against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself is in Detroit here. Vegas on the money line sitting at plus 100. Red Wings on the money line at minus 120. Over under this game sitting at 6. Both over under paying off minus 110. Vegas on the first night of a back-to-back. Mr. Meyer, Jolie, Poley, Oli, Rolly. We're going to you for this game, buddy. What's going to happen, Wings and Knights?
Well, we get to go back to the old opportunity of fading the Knights with their shitty backup goalies. Aiden Hill played tonight, so I expect it'll be Logan Thompson tomorrow. He's not been good. Red Wings have been an over team all year long. Good offense, great shooting percentage. They've been firing the puck in the net, especially since Patrick Kane got adjusted to the system, familiarized himself with Alex DeBrincat. They've been rolling. Red Wings have been rolling. Very good team these days. Unfortunately, bad timing to bet the under point total and miss the playoffs. But I still have faith in them to fall apart. But no, for now until the All-Star break, I think that they are they're playing good hockey. Knights banged up as shit. They're winning a couple of games, a couple of lucky ones, including that Isles one. Beat the shit out of the Rangers, who I think are frauds anyway. And yeah, I like the Red Wings here, but I like the over best of all. I think that there'll be goals in this one. Red Wings will get theirs. Golden Knights will get theirs. I know Alex Lyon has been very good this year, but I don't know if that'll continue forever. I know I keep saying that, and he gets another fucking shutout, throws it up my hoop. But still, I got to go with an over 6 in a Red Wings game with a non-Aiden Hill in net for the Golden Knights. Absolutely love the over 6. That's my biggest bet of the slate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a strong feeling here, but I mean, it's not too far from New York to Detroit. It's an hour and 50 minutes from $108. So for Sharky, you can clip that one as well. Yeah, I think the Red Wings here minus 120 would probably be the better play. Vegas on the back-to-back, like Joel said, fade Logan Thompson. So which is why I agree. Over 6 minus 110 would be the best bet for this game. Vegas has been going over a lot recently. Scored 5 in New York there. Detroit allowed a lot of shots, a lot of chances against the Flyers. So I think Vegas will be able to capitalize on some of those. So over 6 at minus 110.
Gentlemen, sports is a beautiful thing.
Are you not paying attention to the stuff on the screen in front of you?
I have the screen up. I also have the sheet up. Sorry.
Well, if you're going to show the live odds, you got to use those odds.
Oh, sorry. Minus 112. 2 cent difference.
2 cents.
2
cents. The difference between,
Thanks for your 2 cents, Joel.
Well played. You totally redeemed yourself.
Hell yeah. All right, gentlemen. Sports is a beautiful thing. It's a very unique thing. It's probably the greatest thing in the world. And there's sometimes that a city is just engulfed in a beautiful, positive passion. And we are seeing that right now with the city of Detroit. Did you hear the Jared Goff chants at the Red Wings game the other day? The entire fucking stadium was chanting Jared Goff's name. This Detroit city is fired up, and this fucking Detroit city is going to have a hell of a weekend, all right? And it's going to start with the Detroit Red Wings covering the puck line against the Vegas Golden Knights and that asshole Logan Thompson on a back-to-back here. So I love Detroit minus 1.5 at plus 180 here. Sometimes things are just special, man, and sometimes things just work. And that's what we're going to see happen in this Red Wings game. They're still going to miss the playoffs. Nope, they're going to shit the bed. But I'm telling you, they're going to fucking crush the Knights in this game tomorrow. Take them on the money line at minus 130 if you want. But take them in regulation if you want. I think I saw it was at like plus 100. But just take them on the puck line. They're going to fucking win this game, man. Over-under in this game. I'm going to lean towards the over as well. Alex Lyon, you got fucking Logan Thompson. Both, I know Lyon's been fine, but both these goalies stink, let's face it. So yeah, give me the over here. And to the city of Detroit, I just want to say, let's have a fucking weekend, all right? Because let's go Lions. I'm on the Lions this weekend too. Fuck San Fran. keep shaking your head there, Joel Logan, buddy, all day long. All right.
I love that angle, Town. I have a bone to pick with the Red Wings fans from the Flyers game the other night. I guess it was last night. Close enough game in the third period, 3-0 game. They're doing the fucking wave. They're doing the wave in the third period of a hockey game in Hockey Town. No, blowout games only. The disrespect there, I did not appreciate it.
I think it's because they're all just fucking hammered, just gearing up for the time of their lives because they're literally living in the time of their lives right now, man. Everybody in Detroit,
Flyers are never scoring. Detroit are a hockey smart people. They're not like the people in Sunrise, whatever. They know when a game's theirs, and they knew the Flyers never going to score. So I'll allow it. Although, BW, our SMAP, really fucking hates the term Hockey Town. So maybe for his sake, we refrain from using that term again.
I'm going to say it even more now. Detroit is a hockey town.
Yeah, fuck him anyway. I fucking hate the Red Wings, so fuck him.
I usually say Motor City if I go for a nickname. I'm going to go with Hockey Town now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or Wave Town.
Wave Town. There you go. Like that one. No, if you live in Detroit and you haven't been just absolutely hammered for the past 2 weeks, I don't know what to tell you. You're doing it wrong. All right, moving down to the 9 p.m. time slot rather here. We got the Anaheim Ducks against the Minnesota Wild here. Game itself is in Minnesota. Ducks on the money line at plus 180. Minnesota on the money line at minus 218. Wild on the puck line minus 1.5, sitting at plus 110 here. The over-under is at 6. Over paying off minus 115. The under minus 105. God damn, I hate this Minnesota team so much, man. They're just the definition of mid. I want a victory, Ducks, so goddamn bad. And we're going to fucking get one. Ducks have been way better on the road than they have been at home. They've still been terrible on the road, if that means anything here. I'm going to keep this nice and simple. There is no other reason for me to even touch this game. I think both teams absolutely stink here. But goddamn it, I want a victory, Ducks. So give me Anaheim as far as over-under goes in this game. Shit, I don't have a look either way. It's at 6. I guess give me the over. I don't love it, though.
Yeah, that's another game I don't really have a strong feeling. I would lean, I guess, to the Ducks at plus 170. It looks like Zuccarello is questionable with an illness for Saturday, so maybe there's something going around in the Minnesota locker room. Yeah, the Ducks, they were in that game against the Stars, took it to overtime. They did not deserve to be in that game. Lost that one after the win against Buffalo. Anaheim's not a good hockey team, though. I can't back them a plus 170, but also can't really back Minnesota plus 205, minus 205. So if anything, Wild puck line, they won 3 in a row before their 3-2 loss in Nashville. All 3 were by 2 goals against, Florida, Carolina, and Washington. 3 decent teams there. Beat the Islanders 5-0. So Wild puck line plus 114 would be my play. Oh, we have Doug Reed in the chat says it's Hockey Day in Minnesota. Wild have a great record on this annual day. Beware. So there we go. Minnesota puck line plus 114. Thanks, Doug.
Who gives a shit in that wannabe Canada, Minnesota hockey night in Minnesota? Fucking
it's the state of hockey, the great state of hockey, as if
fucking
they care about Canada more than the Vikings. They'll take the Vikings over the Wild any day of the weekend. Who can blame them? Fuck that stupid city. Fuck that stupid team. Give me the Ducks. Victory Ducks gonna quack tonight. He's gonna bang those drums on X and then just go wild. And yeah, Ducks are gonna win this game plus 170. I don't know if that's a great price. Wild or the minus 205. I don't care that the Ducks suck. That's just too much delay. So it's Ducks or nothing near. But I do like the under 6 though. Wild are just so boring. They're the team version of the city of Winnipeg, I guess, or Canada, whatever. Whatever Talon's speaking about these days. So yeah, under 6, lean to the Ducks. I think I might even bet this one because fuck that stupid hockey day in Minnesota. It's just copying the stupid Canadian tradition. Like, didn't we just have that last week? Now Minnesota's got to do it. Canada usually copies the states, but now it's going the other way around. But that just shows how much of a loser city and state that Minnesota culture is. Hey, you can't laugh at me. You do this like every fucking episode.
I love it.
I
love it so much. It's awesome.
Fargo wannabes.
I'm all in, Julie. Fuck Minnesota. Your place sucks. It's like it's cold as shit, but you live in shitty America. It's like you got all the deal with all the bullshit that I got to deal with living in Toronto, but also your country fucking sucks. So I don't know.
Go back to Norway. Go back to Denmark.
Yeah, go fuck
Denmark.
yourselves, Minnesota. Nobody gives a shit anyways. All right, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets against the Vancouver Canucks. Game itself is in Vancouver here. Columbus on the money line sitting at plus 240. Canucks on the money line at minus 298. Canucks on the puck line here, minus 1.5, sitting at minus 115. The over-unders at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 122. The under plus 102 here, man. Dude, the more I watch, the more I listen, the more I read about this Canucks team, the more I just absolutely fall in love. I know that they haven't been as hot as they were out the gate, but what I love the fucking most is just Rick Tocchet. Rick Tocchet is probably my favorite coach in the entire NHL right now. Did you hear what he said about Elias Pettersson?
I'm hearing nothing but the media whining about that shit now.
No, this is unbelievable. I love what he said there. It's I don't love his game.
The media are whining about what he said.
Yeah, well, fuck the media. They're stupid. Like, you just got to cater to all your stars? I wish my coach would do this, for Christ's sakes. Just going out there saying, no, I don't love where his game's at right now. But you know what else he said? We'll get him going. And I love how they didn't just leave it at, oh, what don't you like about it? He said it. I think he needs to skate more. And when this guy is skating and making moves, he has all the talent in the world. He's at his best. And then just to end it with a simple, we'll get him there. We'll get him going. That's awesome. Like, what's wrong with that? If you're not allowed to say that, then why the fuck are you the coach of the team, for Christ's sakes? And I'm sure Pettersson loved it. Maybe not loved it, but it's going to respond to it, man. So I'm all in on this Canucks. I really like what I'm seeing here. I think they're going to beat the piss out of the Jackets. Give me them in like team total over. Maybe I don't like betting so many puck lines today, but I have. But give me them on the puck line, over under in this game. Give me the over. Let's see a big game here. I don't know how many games Canucks have left before the All-Star break. Looks like this is the last one, actually. Yeah. So let's fucking end this team with a bang, considering half their team's going to the fucking All-Star game anyways. So prove to me why you're going. And the coach.
Yeah, Vancouver is kind of like Toronto Light in that respect. Like every little comment is dissected and multiplied and over-examined until it becomes something totally different. Then he's responding to the media, and then the media responding to his response. So it's just a big joke. Talker is absolutely in the right there to call up Pettersson. I might as well just jump Gilbert here and give up my bet. People in the city are the joke is that this is a revenge game because the Blue Jackets beat the Canucks in the last game of their last road trip, but it was really just a shootout win, which doesn't really count. I don't think they care about that. They just care about going on vacation. But I do think they want to go off on a high after losing to the Blues there, 4-3 in OT. Give me the Canucks here on the puck line, minus 1.5. Blue Jackets are terrible. I think they also are looking forward to the vacation if they are indeed not if they didn't start their bye. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. They suck. They are playing next week. So disregard that. Canucks, they want to finish off the first half plus of the season on a high. So I like them to win by margin here. And you get plus money on under 6.5. That's the way I would lean, the way Demko's playing lately. DeSmith got kind of a bad game against the Blues, but we got the number one goalie in net for this one most likely. So under 6.5 in my lean, and Canucks minus 1.5 would also be a stronger lean.
Yeah, Canucks puck line here, minus 115 is the play. Pettersson goal around plus 115. I like that. Pettersson over 1.5 points, plus 155. I think he's going to have a good game here. That's why I'm kind of wary about taking the under. I could see the Canucks just going off here. We saw Vancouver lose to Columbus 4-3 in a shootout, but we're kind of a revenge game here, like Joel said. So Canucks puck line, we might only play here. Joel, do you think Tocchet just has the Jack Adams locked up now? Plus 115 is a decent bet.
If the season ended today, yes. Unfortunately, it does not, and there's still another 30 odd games left, 40 games nearly. So no, things can happen. Tortorella still has a chance if he rights the ship. Bonus if he wins the President's Trophy. Fucking Knobloch. Yeah. What a random thing, but we got to see. We got to wait for the next polling. Let's see how these voters, these beat writers, how much respect they're giving to Knobloch for this Oilers turnaround. So far, nothing. So far, he's not getting any credit, but that can change if he breaks that record, because that's what records can do. They win you awards, and that's the bad thing. But yeah, certainly right now he's in the clear driving seat. But the coach of the year, just look at the NFL the last few years, Nick Sirianni was running away with it. They lose 2 games. All of a sudden it goes to Brian Dable. Like, who the fuck saw that coming? This year, it's going back and forth. Stefanski was like 31 a few weeks ago, and then he was like minus 1,000 1 week left. Now all of a sudden, DeMeco Ryans is going to win, who was 10-1 2 weeks before. So the coach of the year is just a wild market. It just goes on the wind, which makes it very fun to bet, but also very stressful at the end of the day because you're relying on the narratives and the sentiments of the media, which are it's tougher to gauge that than the wind with a lick your finger and stick your finger out and then test the wind. That's
what are we
reliable.
Wait, what?
Putting it where?
You know what they do?
Let me take some notes here.
Test the direction of the wind. You know how heavy the wind is.
Yes.
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, no, we get it. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a more reliable method than judging where the media narratives are going to go. But that's why you take the big numbers and then you wait it out. And when things are changing, then you jump on another side. But it's a little concerning with Knobloch. But no, Tocchet is absolutely in the driver's seat, but nothing is certainly locked up.
All right, sounds good.
All right, moving down to the 10 p.m. time slot. Last game on the docket here. Hi, guys. My name is Bowie. I'm going to be taking over for this one. Last game on the docket, we got the Chicago Blackhawks against the Calgary Flames. Game itself is in Calgary here. Chicago, the money line's paid up, plus 240. Calgary, the money line, at minus 298. Calgary on the puck line, minus 1.5, paying off, minus 112. The over-under is a 6. Over paying off, minus 112. The under, minus 108. Now, I'll tell you what, I got to preface this game by saying both these teams are playing fucking goddamn terrible hockey here. They both fucking suck. Chicago Blackhawks are an absolute fucking joke. What the fuck are this team doing? Signing a goddamn extension to Antti Raanta, for fuck's sakes? Are you goddamn kidding me? Not Antti Raanta, Peter fucking Mrazek. What's the goddamn difference? It might as well be the same fucking goalie. You're giving Nick Foligno 2 more fucking years? Holy shit. If I lived in Chicago, if I'm Connor Bedard, I'm getting the fuck so out of there so goddamn fast. My jaw won't even have time to fucking heal. But anyways, let's talk about this shit game. I guess both these teams stink right now. I guess one's worse than the other. So I guess give me the goddamn Flames. But fuck me, that team's absolutely miserable too. But yeah, I guess give me them. Anyways, I don't know. Over under in this game. Well, guess what? Markstrom plays like shit. Might as well send this guy back to fucking Sweden with Pierre Engvall. God damn it, I'm gonna puke and just fucking try to even talk about this goddamn game. Look at this goddamn record for the Chicago Blackhawks. 4-22-1 on the road. Are you fucking kidding me? Both these teams on a massive losing streak heading into this game. So you know what? If you're watching this game, you're a fucking loser. Do yourself a favor and go jump off a cliff before tuning into this piece of fucking shit. I don't know, boys. What do you think?
Bubbles. Put cocky away now.
Thanks, Bowie. We appreciate your input, bud. You're always welcome to join the show here.
Didn't know Bowie was such a great voice actor there. But yeah, this game sucks. Blackhawks plus 240 would be the lean here. Calgary just lost to Columbus 5-2, lost to St. Louis, Edmonton, Toronto. So they're sliding again. They win a few in a row, they lose a few in a row. So they're on a skid here. I think Chicago plus 240 or Chicago plus 1.5, minus 108 can both be decent looks.
That was pretty fucking good, Talent.
It wasn't me. What are you talking about? It was Bowie, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, he just doesn't like these teams. Yeah, he doesn't like mediocre hockey. He's a big defensive guy.
Fair enough. That I appreciate that. Flames are not a good defensive team, though. They're giving up a ton of chances. Unfortunately, the Blackhawks, it doesn't matter how many chances they get, they're not going to score on them because they have no talent at all. They're fighting hard. They have a decent defense considering the talent available to them, but no, they have no firepower whatsoever. So even with the Flames' weak defensive structure, the under 6 can only be the play, especially if we get Markstrom net, who's playing unreal since his return from injury. And the goaltending for the Blackhawks is actually fairly decent as well. So yeah, the under 6 would be the best look in this game. And Blackhawks team total under has been money. Excuse me. When the Flames are the minus 1.5, I guess would be the play as well. Or you could just parlay the Flames and the Canucks for a Western Canadian parlay. That's around minus 130. I assume minus 135. In that range. Anyway, Flames, they should win here. Blackhawks stink. And the under 6 would be a good bet too.
All right, here, boys. That wraps up the 14-game monster slate for Saturday. We made it through here. Mr. Gilbert, consensus plays. What do we got cooking here?
Yeah, we got Nashville, Edmonton under 6.5 at -110. I believe that says. I think most of us. I think we lean to Nashville plus 170 there as a possible value play. Leafs, Jets under 6 at plus 100. Just saw that as a 1-0 game. Lightning -155 at home against somebody. Florida Islanders under 6, right? 6 at -105. I think it changed too. Vegas, Detroit over 6 at -112, not -110, and then Canucks puck line -115.
Okay, right on. That sounds good. All right, we're gonna move into our lock dogs and totals here. Current standings. Joel's just fucking big king dick swinging here. He's a record of 43, 37, and 1, up 8.46 units. You ready for this? Ryan's got a record of 32 and 49, down 19.47 units. Myself, I got a record of 34 and 47, down 20.44 units. But things are going to change and start looking up here. I'm going to kick us off here, gentlemen. For my lock, I am taking the Tampa Bay Lightning on the money line versus New Jersey Devils at -155. Bolts are on a 6-game home winning streak here. They've been absolutely dynamite at home. New Jersey's banged up and has no goaltending, so I love Tampa Bay here. For my dog, Detroit puck line +180 versus Vegas. What did I say? Sports are a beautiful thing. Sometimes cities just fucking find a way to just, have special stuff happen. And I think that we're going to see 2 very special nights for the city of Detroit here. One tomorrow, beating the piss out of Vegas, and then one on Sunday with the Detroit Lions beating the San Francisco 49ers and making their way to a Super Bowl. And then for my total, I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Montreal under 6.5 at -115 here.
All right, for myself, my lock is the Leafs Jets under 6 at +100. Just saw this game was a 1-0 final, so hopefully another low-scoring game again here on Saturday. My dog is the Stars puck line +105 at home against the Capitals. I think the Stars just a much better team than Washington. And my total, Predators Oilers under 6.5 -112. 2 good goalies there, Skinner and Saros, and Edmonton's been going under a lot recently.
Myself, Knights, Red Wings over 6, -112. Islanders money line, +114 is my dog. And the total is Devils Lightning over 6.5, -125.
All right, here, boys. That pretty much wraps it up here. 14 games. Let's get this thing cooking. All right, everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports. Massive NHL slate. 14 games like we said on Saturday. NFL, big games on Sunday. That's going to be absolute blast too. Tennis. When's that done, Jolie? What do we got? A couple more days left?
2 matches left, just the finals. So Saturday night. Probably be a Sunday morning your time. It'll probably be over, I don't know, 7 or 8 in the morning. The schedule isn't posted yet, but I assume it'll be the same as the women's. So, yeah, somewhere around then. But yeah, then you won't have to hear about me talk about tennis since till March when we get the Indian Wells in California.
Right on, man. We'll keep that in mind. People at work are going crazy about soccer. I guess Premier League. I don't know. Apparently that's rock and rolling. So if you're into that, that's going on too. Basketball. Ryan, baseball update. Anything cooking?
What happened in baseball? Some team signed the Dodgers signed somebody else. They signed James Paxton. They're going to make him a Cy Young candidate again. They got Teoscar Hernandez a few weeks ago. So yeah, Dodgers are just loading up for the playoffs.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, if the Blue Jays win, I'm going to go full Vince McMahon and shit on somebody's head. So that's all I will say. Fuck that team. Fuck baseball. Anyways, you find all the information at the SGPN website. Check out all the other shows. Everybody does an awesome job. Be sure to check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's pumping out weekly. Those absolutely kick ass. And of course, shout out all of our friends and pals in the Discord, man. Discord's been an absolute blast. Everyone's having a rock and rolling time. I'm excited to see. It's going to be a blast tomorrow with 12 games and then plus all the other shit going on. Max Jenkins says Dodgers to choke in the first playoff round. Bro, we don't care. It's baseball, but I hope they
Isn't
do.
he Australian? What do they know about baseball anyway?
I don't fucking know. Do they play baseball in Australia? I picture like it's just baseball,
cricket.
but upside down.
I don't know.
Everyone throws underhand. They're all submariners.
Okay. So yeah, shout out to all my friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money, baby. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to our HGP Twitter account, social media assistant producer. We'll get you going as well. Or what you can do is just prowl the streets of, East Van or something later tonight, and I'm sure you'll see our boy Jolie up there, up to no good. Are you repping? Oh yeah, he's repping.
East Van.
Yeah, 100%. Does that sweater come with a Narcan pack or no?
It should. Probably these days. This one's a few years old.
You know what? You're right. If you get them now, they probably do. So hell yeah, when you're out there out and about, just lurking, if you see our boy, just be like, hey buddy, I know we're not really trying to get in the Discord here, but fuck it, I'll join. So how do you get into it? And he'll be sure to help you out.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. Hockey Game Podcast search is there. If you're not on Underdog Fantasy, get on there. HGP promo code and the merch store. Buy some Hockey Game Podcast merch using promo code playoffs for 15% off.
And if you have any cool merch ideas, man, get in the Discord and drop it. We can pretty much get anything done. So we're probably gonna put our heads together and maybe come up with some cool shit, at a later date. And if you guys want anything you really want, just fucking let us know and we'll see if we can make it happen. All right, everybody. My name. Wait, is that it? How do I fucking end this? I'm gassed. All right. Yeah, whatever. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me at Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll find me probably eating brains by the end of this weekend.
Love that. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Shout out Bowie the Cat for making a guest appearance. Peace.
Donkey.